Alright, so I was asked by a few people that I post a video about the body circuit as well as the core workout. Now, I didn't have something done already for the body circuit, so I'm just going to run through it quickly here while I'm out on my walk. So, you'll forgive the fact that this isn't a highly produced video. So to start with, we're going to do jump squats. So jump squats, we want to basically keep it very smooth and fluid. We don't want to be very, very jarring. So what we do is we come down nice and low, and we want to really think about getting that thigh nice and low, jump it up, and then a soft land and a soft press down, where we lead straight into that next jump again. Straight down, straight up. Right, so that's going to be our jump squats. Okay, next item is going to be the elbow knee cross. So we want to basically set our hands behind our head, and we've got our knees. We want to think of our right elbow with our left knee, and our left elbow with our right knee. So it's going to be bring it up, touch, bring it up and touch, bring it up and touch, bring it up and touch. And when we do this, we don't want to sort of be doing just like this, right? Because we're not really getting much touch. If that's all you can do, that's totally okay, right? Likewise, if we find that we are getting pretty fatigued in the hip flexors, we can just do a twist and a twist, or a lift and a lift. But ideally, we want to see if we can get that nice full turn, nice full turn, nice full turn. Next one is push-ups. I'm not going to demonstrate push-ups. I have a bit of a shoulder issue, but we all kind of know what push-ups are. You can adapt them if you want. You can do them from your knees, you can do them against the wall, you can do them on your erg to have an incline push-up. Basically, we just want to keep the hands shoulder width apart if possible, a nice compressed down, and then a good push-up. Okay, the chair, so that is just basically a static hold. So what we want to do is, again, we want to think of the thigh getting to fairly parallel to the ground. So we want to have down, and then we just settle in and we hold this, right? We hold it for as long as we can. Once we feel we need a break, we can either stand up and just take the break, or you can even flop yourself over and just lay down on the ground for a bit, take a break there. If you find it's very hard to get really low and hold those thighs relatively parallel, and you can only come down this far, that's totally okay as well, right? Just go down as far as you can. What we don't want to see though is where people come down a bit and then their body is over like this, because this here isn't really using the glutes and the quads to hold the body. We want to stay fairly upright and nice and low so that the pressure is on those big muscles and we're really building that strength there. Next one is going to be touching the toes. This can be done seated with our legs out in front of us or standing up. I like to do it standing, basically just because then I get a little help from gravity pulling me down. But we just bend over, touch the toes. If you can't quite get there, there's two alterations you can do on this. One, you can start with your hands down at your toes, stand up until your knees get as far as they can and just hold that, right? Or we can just come down as far as we can and hold that, and then try to sort of let ourselves stretch a little bit as we go on. Either one of those is okay. So if you can't quite get the toes, not a big deal. Okay, Warrior 2. Okay, so with Warrior 2, we want to think of this front leg getting to a nice parallel position with the ground. We want to try to keep the knee over the heel. So it's going to be very, very sort of lungy with our arms out like this. We want to just hold that for as long as we can, right? Then after halfway, I'll let people know when it's the halfway point. We can turn around, switch, do the other leg. If you can't get all the way down, not a big deal, right? If you can only sort of do this here, right, that's totally okay as well. What we don't want to see though is this knee passing way over, because we're going to get into a position where the ankle's getting a little bit overstretched and the knee's getting a little overstretched, right? And we don't want to see where people are just standing there with their legs slightly spread apart, because then there's nothing actually being worked. Okay, mountain climbers. So for mountain climbers, we just get into our push-up position, right? So we're nice and solid. We want to think of bringing these knees up and up. If we can do it sort of in a jumping, then that's good. If we can't, and we just want to bring it up by walking it, that's okay as well, right? Both of those are okay. If you find you get really tired, you can hold the plank, or you can just sit down and take a rest, whichever you need. Okay, so tricep dips. Here we go, we'll follow me over here. this can be done on our erg, on the bench. If you've got a seat, if you've got anything that you want, we can do that. So we just think about having our hands on the bench, drop ourselves down, push ourselves up, drop ourselves down, push ourselves up. If we can only go a little bit, that's okay, right? Do what you can, and as you build strength in those triceps, you're going to be able to go a little bit deeper. Okay. So, back lunge with high knee. So this one here, we want to think we're stepping back into a lunge position, and then when we bring it back up, we're going to kick that knee up and then down. So we're going to get a nice work kick through of that hip flexor. Switch side, down the other side, bring it up and down. Again, if you can't kick it up, that's okay. Just go down and back, right? Down, back, down, back. All right, downward dog. Everybody knows downward dog. Right, we just want to be nice, tall. Think about trying to get a good stretch on this one. Just nice, relaxing. Excellent. And then finally, there's burpees. So, not finally, second to last, there's burpees. So burpees can be done in a few different ways. We can do them with a jump like a jump squat. We can do them with a push-up like we did in the push-ups. But the basic form is going to be standing here. We come down, hands on the ground, kick our legs back out, bring our legs back, stand up, and repeat. Like that. Like I say, if you're feeling energetic, you can throw a push-up in there, or you can throw, when you stand up, a bit of a jump squat, and then straight back down. Okay. If you get tired, feel free to just do squats. Feel free to just go down, plank, in, smooth up, take a breather, down, out, back, take a breather. Okay, and then finally is the bird dog. So, that's one where we get down on all fours. We want to have fairly nice, strong body position. As we raise the one arm, we bring back the opposite leg. Bring them back, extend, and back. And then extend, and back. Right? We just want to alternate like that. If you're not sure or you're getting tired, feel free to just raise the arm or just kick back the leg. Right? You can always make it a little easier on yourself as you go along. So I hope this here is helpful.